So we're here with 90-10 Food for Thought, and I'm sitting with Lisa Madsen, the one and only Lisa Madsen, actually, who has been doing and coaching 90-10 Nutrition since 2012 or so. And what I want to deal with today is one of the most common and just one of the most often asked questions in 90-10 Nutrition, which is kind of like, well, how do you stay focused and on the program consistently, and why do I keep falling off the program? So when someone comes to you and asks you that, like, how do you answer that, Lisa?
Well, interestingly enough, it's not what you would think that it would be. There's two questions that I generally ask, and in the first question being, what do you want to do?
So what are your goals, basically? Like, what is it that you want to accomplish?
Right, exactly. Okay. And why do you want to do that? And really, the second part of that line of questioning, why, is really the most important and really the crucial thing.
So let's talk about like just a few tips of how to find that and how to leverage it, and how to define that better so that you can use it to help you stay on track. Okay. The first tip that I want to give is to understand that when you're looking for that driving force, that reason, that it doesn't have to meet anyone else's criteria. It has to be real and authentic and drive you. That's tip number one.
If you think about it like this, like a movie star like Christian Bale and for The Machinist, and that he had to lose this ridiculous amount of weight to get down to...
Right. Or like the guy from the Unbroken movie that had to get like way down in weight.
Exactly.
So the difference, right, in that between when you say I want to lose 50 pounds and what they're doing is not that they have like all these tons of resources that you don't have. They probably do.
But somebody's going to pay them millions of dollars to lose that weight.
Right. So that's the why part. It's like if you ask Christian Bale, why do you want to weigh 123 pounds? He would say, because when I do, I'll get to play a role that they pay me $3 million to do. Like, who would not do that, right? There's this huge thing, and it's the same reason why people are really successful losing weight before their wedding, or they're really successful losing weight before their 20-year class reunion, right?
Exactly.
Because there's this big why out there.
Mm-hmm.
They want to lose 50 pounds because their wedding is coming up. They want to lose 50 pounds because their class reunion is coming up. So what's tip number 2, Lisa?
So tip number 2 is to think about the last thing that you were doing when you thought, I really need to make a change. Were you outside playing with your kids and you got tired and exhausted and your kids wanted them to, you to continue to play with them?
I need to make a change because I need to be a better example for my kids, and I need to not be so tired in the backyard playing with them. All right, so tip number 3. This is a really important one. When you find that reason, when you are like, oh, this is why I need to do this thing. This is why I need to lose that 40 pounds or that 50 pounds. It's this right here, and this is really going to drive me. The next thing you need to do is write it down. You need to make a vision board. You need to write stickies and post them all over your kitchen and all over your refrigerator or whatever. You need to tell your loved ones and your friends to keep you accountable. If you're in 90-10, you need to tell your coach, and you need to say, this is why I want to do what I want to do. And you need to have that accountability, and you need to have it sitting in front of you so it stares you in the face every day, right?
Absolutely.
Tip number 4, right, is about maybe there's a big event that you could plan yourself. Not something that's coming at you, but something that you actually plan, right? Think about the possibility of a big event out there, your first 5K, you never run before. That could really help push you. That could be a big why for you, that you don't want to get to that 5K and feel like you're going to die. So you need to eat healthy, and you need to, train.
And actually, signing up for an event like that is a huge motivator.
So if you don't have that wedding out there or that class reunion out there, you could go create it for yourself.
Absolutely.
With a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, a Ironman, who knows? It's up to you what that is.
Right.
But I think hopefully these tips have helped you to kind of see that there's like a second level past what you want to accomplish to why you want to accomplish it. And maybe these tips have helped you sit down and figure that out. So take some time, figure it out, what it is why you want to accomplish what you want to accomplish, and hopefully that'll help you stay on track.
Absolutely.
That's it. Thanks from 90-10 Nutrition.